how much more gravitational potential energy does a 1 kilogram hammer have when it is on a shelf 1.2 meters high than it is on a shelf 0.9 meters high? So let's list what they say. The mass of the hammer was 1 kilogram. What's the unit for mass?
Kilograms.
Kilograms. Do we need a conversion? No. All right, then it says when it's on a shelf 1.2 meters high. So let's draw a little picture. So I have a shelf and I have my hammer, a perfectly drawn hammer. Okay. And the distance from here, yeah, they're like, they're gone, you can stop now. No, I started.
Okay.
All right. So now this is a displacement, so we'll call it x. X naught, maybe, or I don't know. We got to distinguish between the two heights. And then it says, what's the difference between this one and a shelf that's only 0.9 meters? Okay, so we have two shelves, and it says the gravitational potential energy. So now potential energy is, what's the formula for that? Well, we use U for potential energy, and it's the mass times the acceleration due to gravity times the height. Where the height has to be in meters, gravitational acceleration is what?
Meters per second squared.
Meters per second squared, but it's 9.8 meters per second squared, right? And then the mass they gave us. So our initial, or you could label this a lot of ways. You could say my potential energy at 1.2 is equal to 1 times 9.8 times the height, which is 1.2. And then the potential energy for 0.9 is equal to 1 times 9.8 times 0.9. And so they asked us, what's the difference in the energies? Okay, well, let's calculate that and see. If I pull up my calculator and I say 1 times 9.8 times 1.2, I get 11.76. Now if I say 1 times 9.8 times 0.9, I get this. And really, they just want to know the difference between those two numbers, right? What's the difference in potential energy? So I'm going to say 11.76.
No, you put 2 points.
Oh,
I'm not a math teacher, though.
Yeah, I'm no math teacher, but
The answer's 2.
11
You
point
could have just hit delete.
minus 8.82.
2.94.
Yeah, it's 2.9.
Thanks for looking at my.
Actually, it's closer.
No, actually, you're right.
So let's write that down, and we'll kind of summarize it, and then we'll call it a day. So this one, delta U was the 11.76 minus the 8.82, and so the difference in potential energy then was the 2.94 joules. Any questions?